All right, we're here with Steve Kennedy. Kennedy, it's been a while since you've been in the ring. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what drove you away and why you're back?
I stepped away for a variety of reasons. Injuries, burnout. You do anything for 12 years, you're going to get burnt out on it. Hurt my back a lot, hurt my foot, broke several bones in the last couple of years. It was time for me to step away. You know, I dove into other projects, started a podcast, started a family, dove into my band, did all the things that people do, and finally kind of came around and got it through my head that it was time for me to start wrestling again and to take another good shot at this. It's been a while, and I'm ready.
You mentioned your family. I know your son played a big part in your return. Why don't you talk about that?
Yeah, last year my wife and I gave birth to a son, and now he's about 6 months old. And I have a daughter who turns 3 in a couple of weeks, and she's never seen me wrestle either. And I'm reluctant to show her tapes of me wrestling because for the better part of five or 6 years, I've been trying to get people to hate me. And I'm doing all these things wrong, you know, counter to how I would raise my children. And I don't want to be able to walk away from wrestling at some point and look my kids in the eye and say, this is what I was. You know, that's not who I am. This is who I am, and this is what you should strive to be too.
After being one of the most hated men in wrestling for so long, how do you think the fans are going to react now that you've turned things around for yourself?
Yeah, I don't expect to come out to a shower of cheers that day. It's going to be tough. Fans aren't stupid. They're going to be reluctant to cheer for me because of what I've been, who I've been for the last 5-6 years. I know that respect is earned, and I plan on going out there and showing them that I'm worth it. I'm worth the investment in their time. And hopefully, by the end of the night, I'll have a couple of people hanging out and wanting to slap hands and do the things that wrestling fans do. So, it should be fun.
So you're leading Team Resurgence, and you've got 3 matches. What have you done to prepare for those?
Yeah, we're looking forward to the 31st. All 3 of us, myself, Bull, Billy, we've all been training real hard. We're going to come to the show on the 31st of May prepared. It's going to be a great night because all 3 of us, especially myself, are ready. I'm really happy to have Billy on my squad. He and I have been great rivals for a number of years. There's always been a good mutual respect there. We've had some great bouts. It's just going to be real interesting having him on my side for once.
I want to talk about Gary J. for a minute here. He's made things personal. He said that you only do this for fun when he does it for a living. How do you respond?
Sounds to me like Gary has a very short memory because I've wrestled him probably a dozen times or better over the last few years, and I've beaten him the majority of those times. You know, Gary has always been somebody that walks into that ring prepared. It doesn't sound like he's taking me seriously. And that's good for me because if he walks into May 31st and he's not taking me seriously, he's going to get hurt. Because I'm going to be prepared. I'm going to win this match, and I'm going to prove to him and everybody else in St. Louis wrestling there's a reason why I was the standard for a long time. There's a reason why I was the best. And there's a reason why I'm going to be the best again. So Gary, I hope you're watching and I hope you're paying attention. Come May 31st, I am going to bring a lunch. I'm going to bring one for you too. Because that's the day I'm going to show you why this Kennedy doesn't die.